turnip I'm going to use for the nut. I can probably get total of this by current and a half. I'm out in a 3-jaw chuck, and I'll bore this end out and use that end first for the first nut. Just feed the saw by hand. It's a new blade in here, so it should cut it no problem at all. Yeah. I need to put the outside jaws in the 3-jaw chuck. I have got a 4-jaw self-centering chuck, but as yet I haven't made a mounting bracket for it. Find jaw number 1, 3, 2, number 1, jaw number 1. Turn it round, you see the start of the scroll. Where you gone, you bastard? There you are. Right, so I've not had these jaws in here since I bought the lathe. Number 2. Right, the last one, number 3. I think you could probably tighten this forever and it will eventually burst, but it seems to have quite a good hole there. All I've got to do is face it, bore it out to 30mm. It's really hard to find any data as far as feeds and speeds go. I've run this at 400, I'll just see how it goes. It's a lot softer than the parsnip, a lot more moisture in it. It's certainly self-lubricating. Right, we've got a nice flat face on there. Only now the 30mm hole down there. I'm going to start off with a centre drill. Just out of habit, that's all. I've got a 17mm drill here. I'll go through with that first. Just on the same speed, it seems to be cutting quite nicely. That drill could do with sharpening, it's only really cutting on one side. Right, we're through with that. Right, now I have got a 30mm drill, which will save us having to bore it. I've tried on that speed, but I may have to slow it down depending on how it cuts. It seems to be cutting alright. There's an awful lot of juice coming out of this material. I'll measure that just in case it's slightly undersized. Dead on 30mm. I was near dead on 30 mils I'm going to get. I just had a thought there. I took a 5mm cut, that's 5mm off one side because it's a thread. So if we measure this, that's actually 35mm. So I need this whole boring to 35. 35 is the root of the thread. I've got a nice stiff boring bar here. I'll just touch it off. Just watch for the juice. That's it there. So I want 5mm out, which is 2.5mm to the side. There's 2mm. We'll just feed this in by hand. Quick measure. 33mm. It does tend to shrink slightly once you finish the cut. It doesn't. The material's got a certain elastic property about it. Just do about 35 and a quarter. I think that'll be perfectly acceptable. Be careful because the verniers trying to sink into the sides of it. There you go, 35.2. I think that'll do. Now to cut the thread, what I can use, that's the tool I used to cut the external thread. It's a broken quarter milling cutter. I've got loads of them. And I've also got a boring bar here that also accepts the same tools, so I can simply use this boring bar with that tool on to cut the thread. Right, basically we're all set up now. The gearbox is still set to cut the 6mm thread. All I need to do is just touch off the tool. Once again, watch for the juice. There it is. 0 across slide. I'll put a cut on. Once again, I'll put a 1/2mm cut on. Got the lathe on nice and slow. Each screw's engaged. I'm watching for the tool coming out the back of the turnip. When it gets all the way through, I'll stop it. So we can get a nice close-up shot here. Back out to 0, another 1/2mm. Putting quite a nice thread in there. Go for our first trial fit. Parsnip meet turnip. Look at that. That's screwing in, that. I'm going to give it one more spring cut because it is slightly tight. Bastard. Put it through on the same setting. Right, I'm quite pleased with that. I shouldn't really be playing around with this. I've got work I should be doing. Honestly, I will get your jobs done, I promise. That is a nice fit. There's no shake on it at all. That's a nice thread. Very happy with that. I don't quite know what I could do with it or what I could use it for, but it's there you go. Could be called a turnip or a turnip. Turnip sounds quite nice. Turnip's alright. Lovely thread in there, beautiful. I suppose you could boil it and eat it like, but I wouldn't really eat that. I don't think there'll be many more of these in the world, if there is any. Anyway, a nice 6 by 40 or 40 mil by 6 mil pitch.